one of the greatest gifts in life is to give back and help others, no doubt about that. And today, DIY expert Luke Barr is here to show us how we can create a little free pantry to help nourish our neighbors. Now, welcome, Luke.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for being here, buddy.
I love
Now,
this
for
stuff.
those that may not know, Little Free Pantry, tell us what it is.
So Little Free Pantry is an idea that is a spinoff of Little Free Library.
Exactly.
And these were kind of just little stand-up pop-ups that you could go leave a book for someone else to pick up, enjoy and read, and they can return it. Borrow a book program, if you will. This is the same exact concept, except we've taken it to the next level to help out the community, to help out your neighbors with a little bit of food. Now, this is not just for people that are homeless out there. This is the community pantry. You used to go knock on someone's door and go, hey man, can I borrow a cup of sugar or whatever it may be? Now this is the judgment-free zone. You can go there, you can do that. Not just if you're really hurting, but also maybe if you just paycheck and come until Monday, you need something going on.
Fantastic.
The way to do it.
Exactly right. I mean, how many times have you gone to your neighbors asking for something? Except not so much these days anymore because it's a little bit more convenient. But I love the idea. Fantastic. There's a lot of different ways that we can make. We saw some images there,
Yes.
right? So you got a lot of different versions of these. Today we're going to use one with a pre-existing cabinet.
That's right. So you can do this a lot of different ways. In fact, people all over the country have already taken this concept to the next level and use what I love to call upcycling. And there's people that are using old newspaper stands, giant mailboxes, and they're converting them into these great little free pantries for their community.
Perfect. All right, so how do we get started?
So we've taken kind of a pre-existing one. You can pick this up at a local store. Honestly, this one was about $10, but a lot of people may have these laying around.
Absolutely.
You move, they come out of the
Sure
bathroom
you do.
cabinets, whatever it may be.
Great.
We've taken some lattice and just drilled lattice on the side just for a little bit of style.
Okay.
We've added some of our plants here, and we've taken some planters. And then, of course, we're just going to weatherproof it and seal it and add some signage so people know what it is.
Okay, let's start with the greenery because that really does kind of warm it up a little bit, and you're going to show us how we can do
Absolutely.
that pretty easily as well.
You can pick up these crates. This is some, I actually have like a lot of these in my garage at all times. You can use them for all different kinds of projects.
Right.
And you can use it whatever you want to do with it. You can paint it, stain it, make it your own. It is called do it yourself.
Okay.
Choose your style.
There you go.
So for us, we did a little bit of a stain on here, a little cherry oak. We sealed it. We've put some, you can see some plastic in here. This is just to help keep everything inside, but we've left the bottom open for some drainage the water can get through. And this is going to go in your front yard in a corner neighborhood. So you want it to look nice, right?
I love how accessible you've made this. This has been super easy so far, and this is what it's going to end up looking like.
This is kind of a finished product. Now, if you want to take this one, we're going to set it right here in front.
Right in front. It's very inviting. People will see this and they'll want to come and check it out and maybe leave or take what's needed. Beautiful. Just a little something like that.
Much more inviting, right?
Okay,
you come
good.
up. So that's
Shirley would approve. Shirley would approve.
Now, we can drop that for a minute. Here's the cool thing. We want people to know what this is, because right now this just looks lovely.
So we're going to signs.
Now we're going to
Very
signage,
good.
right? So obviously, this is our little free pantry. We want people to know exactly what it is. We're advertising right up front.
Beautiful.
And I've just bought a frame. Instead of putting a picture in it, I left the back and did a piece of wood. And then I just attached a couple L brackets on here. And you can even see my little test run just to make sure it works.
Yeah.
And this and a dowel rod on top with a couple little clamps here.
Now, the dowel rod is going to function because it's going to help us with the second sign, right?
That is correct.
Which is basically telling people what's inside. Is that the idea?
Yeah, we could call it the rules, I guess.
Oh, the rules,
that may be a bit of a stretch here. Whoops, I messed up. Gotta do this one first.
There we go.
This is what's gonna help us hold in here with it. Now we're talking right through there.
The dowel actually functions in two ways. It helps to keep this sign in place, and also you can hang another one from it, right?
That's it. You got the idea right there.
Okay, good.
So now we've got our sign.
And you want to use wood frames because that way you can secure the L brackets in and you can put wood screws in there. That's
you can use other things if you want to glue it, like this one right here. But once again, you're right, wood frame. We're gonna do my old Barr family recipe where if one nail will work, put two. So we're gonna start with a little bit of a staple here.
Okay.
And this is just a guide. This is to keep me in line. So that's just to hold that. And then if you'll run a little bit of hot glue right up the edge there.
You got it. Is that
That's
enough?
plenty, just like that. We'll tack that down just a little bit. Good thing it's hot glue. And we're gonna hang this right off the dowel rod. I do recommend maybe giving another minute or two on the hot glue if you can.
Sure.
TV show, right? And we're gonna kind of just wrap it around. And this is one for style, but two, it's also gonna keep it straight once we get
Look
it
at
on
that.
there.
I was actually wondering how you were going to get the sign to hang straight on a sort of a parallel version like that. So that's a good little tip right there.
And this is great. You can change the sign out. You can switch it in there. And if you want, you can also put a little bit of glue on here. and that'll hold it steady.
Okay, in case there's high winds or anything like that. Now, this is one of the things that I love about this is you're doing a great job, and you're using a little bit of the rustic wood and the wood frames and the cabinet and putting the greenery, but you can make this your own.
You can.
You can, whatever you have, whatever cabinet you have, you can just make it your own so it suits you.
Repaint it, repurpose it, add some lattice just like we did. And of course, the all-important thing, right, the food.
Yeah.
So we've made a little fun sign here. Obviously, we've got our little free pantry, but then it's take what you need, leave what you can. Now, this is kind of a fun little pun on words. Obviously, I'm a cheesy guy, but this is mainly for unperishable foods because we don't know how long this stuff is really going to be in here.
Gotcha.
So if someone comes by, they need to get some, I don't know, lima beans, black beans, tomato soup to finish off their pasta for the night. They pop in, let's say next week they're doing better, they come back, replace it, add something else. It's just this ongoing giving of the community.
How
and I love
cool
it.
is this idea, man? Well done. You probably want to leave like sticks or butter or open food in there.
Maybe not.
Cans are good.
Maybe not.
Sealed containers, full instructions, everybody. Visit hallmarkchannel.com. And for more from Luke, follow him on social media at Luke Barr MC. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, buddy.